time to get out your pad and pencil, cause it's time for the GOAT of soccer picks. Here he is, your host, Tijuana Raf.
What's up, everybody? Special day, special time. It's Thursday. It's 4:36 Tijuana time. It's a rainy Tijuana day. Hopefully you're staying warm wherever you are. I know the East Coast, the North is super cold right now. Snowy conditions everywhere. But you know what's not cold, what's hot is the VIP, guys. VIP is on fire right now. The free plays have been on fire too, guys. We were hitting at an 80% hit rate this weekend with free plays and the VIP plays. A lot of you guys are getting in all those daily VIP cards for only $9.99, guys. I'm going to continue to do that. Daily cards for $9.99. Saturdays, since we do have a lot of picks on Saturdays, that might go up to $14.99. So you may want to get in on the VIP. The VIP, which gets you the whole month of VIP access, also includes a exclusive VIP chat where I throw in all the VIP members and we have one-to-one direct contact in there, guys. We got some sharp guys in there. These VIP guys have been learning from the best. We have some good snipers in there who are sending plays 24/7. We're talking about 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Before I even get up on the West Coast, these guys have already hit 3 or 4 plays in the VIP chat. Now, those are tell at your own risk. But, guys, some of these guys have been doing very well, so we can see who's doing well, who's not in the VIP chat, and we can play off of each other's bets, make some parlays, and have some fun, guys. The best value is the VIP. Got to get in on there. The leans are good. I will give you some leans tonight for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like I do every week. We did take a week off last week, guys. It happened. Sorry about that. We'll be on a regular schedule again. Hopefully be back at this time, 4:35. 5 o'clock Pacific time. I really like this time slot. So hopefully we could continue this on into next week. So some of you East Coasters can catch the show live. Thank you for following, guys. Always remember to like and comment my reels as we move forward. Also, this weekend, guys, the MLS is back, guys. I'm wearing the MLS San Diego hat. San Diego jersey here. San Diego did very well in their first year. Expansion team making it all the way into the finals, guys. They didn't end up winning the championship, but they made it all the way. They're making it far. They're going to have another good team this year. There are a lot of MLS picks this weekend. It's week 1, guys. It's week 1. I will not give leans for MLS this week. There's just too many other games. But I may have some MLS VIP picks. I may have a super diamond pick this weekend, and it might be from the show, and it might not be on the show. So to know what the diamond play of the weekend is, guys, you got to get in on the VIP. I'm going to do a special, guys. If you pay for March early, you get the rest of February free. So mark that down, guys. Pay for March, get the rest of February free. If you just want the rest of February, I could hook you up with a special deal. But the best deal is to get the rest of February, all of March, if you paid March. So with all that being said, guys, thanks for your support. Let's get in right into the picks. Grab your pad. Grab your pencil. Let's go to the Australian A-League for Friday. Friday's soccer action takes us to Adelaide United. Adelaide United taking on Perth Glory. Adelaide United is in 4th place. 28 goals scored, 17 conceded. Very good defense. Only 17 goals scored against them. 17 games. And they're going up against Perth Glory, who are in 9th place. Perth Glory, 21 goals scored, 25 conceded. Last time these two teams faced off, we saw Adelaide United win 1-0 at Perth Glory. The last game for Adelaide saw them win 2-1 over Sydney. Adelaide has seen a boat to score in their last five games. Adelaide has 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw last 5. Perth Glory has also seen a boat to score in 4 out of the last 5. You guys know where I'm going with this one. Both the teams towards the bottom of the barrel needing some wins. Give me both to score, Adelaide and Perth Glory. Next up, we go to Wellington Phoenix. Wellington Phoenix plus 304. Auckland minus 123. Auckland is in 2nd place. Expansion team, new team, only in their 2nd year, I believe. They're in 2nd place, had a good run last year as well. After 17 games, they've scored 24, conceded 18. Wellington Phoenix is in 10th place, 28 goals scored, 33 conceded. They've been involved in games with a lot of goals, a little bit different than last season. They were seen in a lot of under games. Last head-to-head between these two teams back in December of 2025 saw Auckland win 3-1 over Wellington Phoenix. Wellington Phoenix coming off a 2-2 draw versus with Western Sydney Wanderers. They've seen an over 2.5, over 3.5 goals the last 4 games. Auckland has seen some different outcomes, but they are away. 1-1 in their last game draw versus Sydney, and a 1-0 win at home versus Sydney as well. And they did beat Perth, or Perth Glory beat them 2-1. That was surprising, guys. I got to go with goals here. Give me goals over the goals in Wellington Phoenix versus Auckland FC. Next up, we go to Sydney FC versus Brisbane Roar. Sydney FC is in 3rd place, 24 goals, 18 conceded. Brisbane Roar is in 8th place, 18 goals scored, 23 conceded. Last head-to-head between these teams was a high-scored game. Brisbane Roar won 4-3. Sydney coming off a 1-1 draw versus Auckland. In their last 3 games, they've only seen 1 game go over 2.5 in the last 3. Brisbane the last game was 1-1. You know what, guys? Give me both to score here. Sydney versus Brisbane Roar. Moving on Friday to the French League, we have Brest versus Marseille. This is the French League. We go to Brest. Brest is at home. The last head-to-head, Marseille at home won 3-0 versus Brest. Brest coming off a 1-1 draw versus Lille. Prior to that, they had a 2-0 win over Lorient. Brest has scored in 4 of the last 5 games. They have 2 losses, 2 draws, 1 win in the last 5. Marseille coming off a 2-2 draw versus Strasbourg. Previously to that, they lost 5-0 to PSG. They have 2 losses, 2 draws, and only 1 win. Both these teams trying to get some wins put together. You know what, guys? Give me both to score. Brest versus Marseille. Next up, Serie A, Italy takes us to Sassuolo. Sassuolo versus Hellas Verona. Sassuolo is at -138 on the money line. Last head-to-head saw Sassuolo beat Hellas Verona 1-0. The last 2 head-to-head have been 1-0 wins. One was for Hellas Verona and one was for Sassuolo. Sassuolo coming off a 2-1 win over Udinese and a 0-5 loss to Inter Milan. They have 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5. Hellas Verona has 3 losses, 2 draws. They're down. Current standings here, Sassuolo is in 10th place, 29 goals scored, 35 conceded. Hellas Verona all the way in last place, 19 goals scored, 43 conceded. Sassuolo is at home. You know what, guys? I think this is a good spot for Sassuolo to get 3 points to move up to they move into the 8th position in front of Bologna with the win here. So they will be motivated for a win. Give me Sassuolo money line. Sassuolo money line -138 here for the Serie A Italy game. Next up, we go to La Liga Spain. We got 1 game on Friday. It's Atletico Bilbao. Atletico Bilbao versus Elche. Current standings, Atletico Bilbao is in 9th place, 27 goals scored, 34 conceded in 24 matches. Then we go to Elche, 16th place, 31 goals scored, 35 conceded. Last head-to-head saw these teams go 0-0. That was in October of 2025. Prior to that was a 1-0 win to Elche, so not 2 high-scoring games the last 2 head-to-head. Atletico Bilbao has 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw in their last 5. Atletico Bilbao coming off a 2-1 win over Real Oviedo and a 1-0 loss to Real Sociedad. Prior to that, they had some big wins over Levante, Atletico Bilbao. Elche coming off a 0-0 draw versus Osasuna. Elche did also lose to Real Sociedad. Elche has 3 losses, 1 draw, and 1 win. You know what, guys? I got to go with an Atletico Bilbao money line here. Atletico Bilbao on the money line, -152 here. Next, we go up to the Bundesliga, our favorite league. For Friday, we have 1 game in the Bundesliga. Mainz versus Hamburger. Current standings here, Hamburger's in 9th place, 24 goals, 31 conceded. Mainz, 25 goals scored, 37 conceded. They're in 14th place. Last head-to-head saw Hamburger win 4-0 over Mainz. Mainz coming off a 4-0 loss to Borussia Dortmund. They have 3 wins, 2 losses in their last 5. Hamburger coming off a 3-2 win over Union Berlin. They have been scoring at least 1 goal in 3 out of the last 5. They did see 2 0-0s though, one January 23rd, January 17th. But recently they have been scoring. They have been giving up some goals. You know what, guys? Give me a boat to score here in Mainz versus Hamburger. Then we finish off Friday with La Liga Mexico, a Mexican league. Tigres, Pachuca. Tigres and Pachuca after 6 games. Pachuca's in 5th place. Tigres is in 7th place. Pachuca, good defense. Only 4 goals conceded in 6 matches. They've scored 7. Tigres, 10 goals scored. 6 goals conceded in 6 matches. They've conceded 1 goal a game. Last head-to-head saw these teams go 2-1 Tigres victory. Tigres, last 4 out of the last 5 have seen the boat to score. Pachuca did beat Atlas 3-1. They look good. They've won 2 in a row after 2 draws, and they have 3 wins and 2 draws in the last 5. They're playing very good right now. You know what, guys? Give me both to score here. Tigres versus Pachuca. Next up, we go to Puebla. Puebla versus Club America. Puebla and Club America, last time they faced off in La Liga MX, Club America won 2-1. I think Club America has won 2 of the last 3 head-to-head. Puebla coming off a 3-2 loss to Pumas. Prior to that, a 0-0 draw versus Club Tijuana and a 0-0 versus Toluca. They've been playing some good defense, guys. The current standings here, Club America coming off a bad loss versus Chivas, not a high-scoring match. It was 1-0. Puebla's only scored 4 goals in 6 games, conceded 1 goal a game, 4 and 6. Club America, man, my team is terrible right now. After 6 games, they've only scored 3 goals and conceded 3 in 6 games, have not been involved in high-scoring games at all. I do believe this is a turnaround game, a must-win for Club America early in the season. I know it's scary to say must-win, but we got to go with a one. You know what? I'm going to go with the Club America money line victory here. Club America for the money line. All right, guys, let's go to Saturday. Saturday soccer action. Saturday soccer action. We'll go back to the Australian League. Melbourne City. This is versus Melbourne Victory. Melbourne City 6th place. Melbourne City is in 7th place. Melbourne Victory 24 goals, 22 conceded. Melbourne City 19 goals scored, 21 conceded after 17 matches. Last head-to-head saw Melbourne Victory win 1-0. Melbourne City coming off a 0-0 draw. That was in the AFC Championship game, though, versus Gagwan. That's not the Australian League. Last Australian League game for them was a 1-1 draw versus Western Sydney. We've seen 3 out of the last 3 league games go both to score. Melbourne Victory in the last game at home, and the A-League was a 1-1 draw versus Brisbane Roar. You know what, guys? Give me both to score. Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory. Next up, Central Coast Mariners versus Western Sydney Wanderers. Last head-to-head saw Wanderers win 3-2. Prior to that, Wanderers won 4-0. They've won the last 2 head-to-head. You know what, guys? I'm going to go goals here. Give me over goals in Central Coast Mariners and Western Sydney Wanderers. Next game, Newcastle Jets at home versus MacArthur. Last head-to-head saw MacArthur win 5-4 in a shootout. Newcastle coming off a 3-1 win over Perth Glory. They've seen over 3.5 goals in 4 out of the last 5 games. Newcastle's in first place. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. They're on fire. MacArthur has 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5. You know what, guys? We got to go with Newcastle right here. Give me Newcastle money line to continue the streak, man. They're in first place. MacArthur's not bad. They're in 5th place. They've been doing pretty well. They have 25 points, but I just think Newcastle will have the edge here at home and stay on fire. Give me Newcastle money line. Saturday does take us back to the Premier League, English Premier League. Brentford versus Brighton. Brentford is in 7th place. Brighton is in 14th place. So who should be the favorite? 7th place, right? They are minus 101. They are at home. You just never know what you're going to get in the English Premier League. Last game for Brentford was a 1-1 draw versus Arsenal. I'll talk about Arsenal later. Disgusting team right now. Brentford did win 3-2 versus Newcastle. Prior to that, they've been winning 3 out of the last 5 games. Brighton lost to Liverpool 3-0. They also lost to Aston Villa. They lost to Crystal Palace. They have 3 losses in a row. They're trying to get out of that. They're probably going to get a goal here because they can't lose a 4th in a row, or can they? Brentford should get the win here, but I'm going to go with the boat to score. Give me boat to score, Brentford versus Brighton, and give me the lean for Brentford win here. Next up, Chelsea versus Burnley. Chelsea versus Burnley. Chelsea's in 5th place, 47 goals, 30 conceded. Burnley's 19th place, all the way at the bottom. We got to use Chelsea as a parlay piece here. Give me Chelsea money line, Chelsea parlay piece. Give me Chelsea team total. Aston Villa versus Leeds in the next one. They've had head-to-head 2 boats of scores in the last 2. Aston Villa coming off a 3-1 loss in the FA Cup. Prior to that, they had a 1-0 win in the Premier League versus Brighton, and then a 1-1 draw. They've only 3 out of the last 3 league games have been under 2.5. Leeds has been scoring in every game except for when they played against Arsenal. I'm going to go with the boat to score here. Give me boat to score, Aston Villa, Leeds United. Next up, West Ham at home versus Bournemouth. West Ham coming off a 1-0 win over Burton. That's in the FA Cup. Prior to that, they did tie with Manchester United. They did beat Burnley 2-0. They have been scoring. Bournemouth has been scoring too. Give me both to score, West Ham and Bournemouth. Manchester City versus Newcastle. Newcastle United. Manchester City did beat Newcastle in the EPL Cup in the last game. Manchester City did beat Salford. They have 4 wins out of the last 5. Newcastle had a big win over Karabag in the Champions League. 6-1 win. Huge win. They've been scoring goals. I got to go with both to score here and over goals. Give me over goals, Manchester City and Newcastle United. French League for Saturday. Lens versus Monaco. Lens versus Monaco. We got to keep it simple. Give me both to score in Lens versus Monaco. And I do like Lens money line, guys. They're in first place. They want to stay in first place. They've been playing pretty well. So give me Lens money line as well. I think I do like Lens money line a little bit better. They are stronger than Monaco. They want to stay in first place, and they're gonna be on top of PSG coming into this Saturday. Next up, Toulouse versus Paris. Toulouse versus Paris. Toulouse is coming off a 2-1 loss to Le Havre. They have scored in 3 out of the last 5 games. Paris did lose to Lens 5-0. Paris hasn't scored in the last 3. I got to go with Toulouse money line. Give me Toulouse money line. And then PSG versus Metz. We got to go PSG. They got to bounce back and do something here. They're not in first place anymore. Metz has been scoring, though. We haven't done this often, but I think they're due, especially in a game where they must win. They should win. They're minus 700. Give me over 1.5 goals in the first half. At home, PSG. They got to win. They got to win here. They did beat Monaco in the Champions League. They did look good. It was a little bit scary of a game. Metz can score 1 goal as well. PSG will win this game. It's minus 700. They should win this game, minus 700. But give me over 1.5 goals in the first half. Then we go to Italy, Serie A for Saturday, Juventus versus Como. I got to go with the both here, guys. Como has been playing great. Como coming off a 1-1 draw versus AC Milan. They've been scoring and getting scored on. Juventus, they can score. This is a revenge game for Juventus. Como beat them in the last head-to-head, 2-0. So give me both to score. Juventus versus Como should be a great game. Lecce versus Inter Milan. We got to go Inter Milan money line. Cagliari versus Lazio. Cagliari versus Lazio. Cagliari has 3 wins, 2 losses in the last 5. Lazio has 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. I got to go here with a boat to score, guys. Cagliari hasn't scored in the last 2 games. They are at home, though. Lazio not that great this season. Give me boat to score. La Liga Spain, Real Sociedad versus Oviedo. You got to give me Real Sociedad money line. Real Betis versus Rayo Vallecano. Rayo Vallecano coming off a big win over Atletico Madrid after 4 straight losses. Nobody saw that one coming. Give me over goals here in Betis versus Real Vallecano. Then we have Osasuna versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid is in first place, 60 points. This is an interesting line. Osasuna and them did go play a 1-0 loss for Osasuna in the last head-to-head. Osasuna coming off a 0-0 draw versus Elche. They did beat Celta Vigo, and then they drew with. They have been scoring goals. They are at home. I could see them sneak one in. Real Madrid money line looks like a gift at -141, but I got to take it. I got to take Real Madrid money line. Don't be surprised if Osasuna sneaks a goal in. So give me Real Madrid money line. Atletico Madrid versus Espanyol, guys. Atletico Madrid, night and day, man. You never know what you're going to get. They beat Barcelona 4-0 one day, and then they lose 3-0 to Rayo Vallecano, and then they tie in the Champions League 3-3. Espanyol 2-2. You know what, guys? They're going to be goals here. Give me over goals in Atletico Madrid versus Espanyol, but give me Atletico Madrid money line to bounce back and get a win here. They've been bipolar. They're a little scary. Got to be careful with them. Dude, not going to go into these games, guys, but Saturday starts MLS. There's a bunch of games. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 games MLS on Saturday. Not going to run through those right now. You got to be in the VIP if you want the MLS picks for week 1. Finish off. Actually, we got Bundesliga for Saturday, and then we got Liga MX. So we're going to go to Bundesliga first. Köln versus Hoffenheim. Give me both to score. Union Berlin, Bayer Leverkusen. Give me both to score as well. Wolfsburg versus Augsburg. This is a tricky one here. Augsburg did beat them 3-1 in the last head-to-head. Wolfsburg 2-2 in their last game. They seem both to score in 4 out of the last 5. Augsburg with the win over Heidenheim. Give me both to score in Wolfsburg versus Augsburg. Bayern Munich versus Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt. Give me over 1.5 goals first half. RB Leipzig versus Dortmund. Give me both to score in RB Leipzig versus Dortmund. And we're going to finish off with Mexico League. For Saturday takes us to Atlas versus San Luis. Atlas is in 8th place. San Luis is in 11th place. Atlas coming off a 3-1 loss to Pachuca. They've seen the both to score on 3 out of the last 5. San Luis has seen the both to score on 3 out of the last 5 as well. That's going to be the play. Give me both to score. Atlas versus Atlético San Luis. Necaxa versus Toluca. Necaxa has seen both to score in 2 last games. 2 in a row. 2 wins for Necaxa after 3 losses in a row. Toluca coming off a 1-0 win over Club Tijuana. They're the defending back-to-back champions. They have 3 draws and 2 wins in their last 5. Haven't actually been scoring a lot of goals like we've normally seen from them. I'm going to go both to score Necaxa versus Toluca. Next game, León versus Santo. This is the toilet bowl. Santos in the bottom of the barrel, last place, 6 goals scored, 19 conceded. Worst defense for the Santos. This is León's chance to get a win. They're in 16th place. They've only scored 5 goals, but conceded 9. You know what? I think Santos can sneak one in. Let's go both to score León Santos. Then we go Tijuana versus Mazatlan. Last time they faced off against each other with a 0-0. Tough to play in Tijuana. But you know what, guys? I'm going to go with the Tijuana money line. Give me Tijuana Cholos money line. Final game, great game on Saturday. Cruz Azul versus Chivas. This should be a great game. Cruz Azul versus Chivas. This is number 1 and number 2 team, guys. Cruz Azul has number 2 team, 6 games, 11 goals scored, 7 conceded. Chivas on the road at Cruz Azul, 11 goals scored, 4 conceded. The last time these 2 teams faced off against each other was a 3-2 win to Cruz Azul. 1 and 2, guys, might be defensive battle. I'm going to go both to score Cruz Azul versus Chivas. That's going to do it, guys. Let's move on to Sunday soccer action. Let me get to the right place. There will be 2 MLS games on Sunday. Not going to go over those. We do go back to the Premier League, England Premier League for Sunday. We have Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. I'm going to go both to score. Seems like everybody's scoring on Liverpool, even though they're one of the top teams. They should be at the top, but they are. Nottingham Forest did have a good game here against Fenerbahce. So give me both to score. Nottingham Forest getting a goal here versus Liverpool. Liverpool's only minus 122. That's kind of sketchy. Next game, Crystal Palace versus Wolverhampton Wolves. Last head-to-head saw Crystal Palace win 2-0. Wolves have been scoring goals, man. I can't believe what they did. They tied Arsenal. Wolves is the last place team. They tied Arsenal. They scored 2 goals on Arsenal. Yes, the second one was a own goal, but I do think that they should win here. But I'm actually going to give the win to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace money line here. Sunderland versus Fulham. We're going to go both to score. Sunderland versus Fulham. Tottenham versus Arsenal. Give me Arsenal money line. They got to bounce back with the win after their disgusting showing versus Wolves, where they saw themselves get tied. All right, La Liga French League for Sunday. Rennes versus Auxerre. We're going to go both to score there. Angers versus Lille. Angers versus Lille. Angers didn't score in their last game. Lille did lose. This is going to be a tricky one, guys. I got to go with Lille money line here. Lille money line. Nantes versus Le Havre. We got to go both to score. Nantes and Le Havre. OGC Nice versus Lorient. Give me over 2.5 goals. Strasbourg versus Lyon. Give me both to score in that matchup. Seria A, Italy, early in the morning Sunday. Genoa versus Torino. Genoa versus Torino. Genoa coming off a 0-0 draw. Prior to that, they had 3 both to score over games, and then they have 0-0, 0-0 sandwiching those games. There, Torino 1-2. They lost 2-1 to Bologna. They have 3 losses, 1 draw, 1 win in their last 5. Give me both to score. Genoa versus Torino. Atalanta versus Napoli, top teams in Italy. Give me both to score. AC Milan versus Parma. We got to go AC Milan money line. And then we got Roma versus Cremonese. Give me Roma money line. La Liga Spain for Sunday. Getafe versus Sevilla. Getafe versus Sevilla. We're going to go both to score there. Then we got Barcelona versus Levante. Barcelona is minus 1,000. Levante hasn't won in the last 3 games. In the last 4 games, actually, they won a long time ago. 5 games ago, 3-2 versus Elche. Should be a big win here for Barcelona, especially because they need to stay up there with Real Madrid. Barcelona is currently in second place, 58 points. Real Madrid is in 60. First place was 60 points. So if Real Madrid wins on Saturday, they go to 63. Must win for Barcelona. Give me over 1.5 goals first half. Celta Vigo versus Mallorca. I like the over goals in Celta Vigo versus Mallorca. Villarreal versus Valencia. Villarreal versus Valencia. Give me both to score. Villarreal versus Valencia. Bundesliga for Sunday takes us to Freiburg. Freiburg versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. I got to go here with the Freiburg money line. St. Pauli versus Werder Bremen. Give me both to score. St. Pauli versus Werder Bremen. Then we got Heidenheim versus Stuttgart. Give me Stuttgart money line. Stuttgart money line. And we're going to finish off with Mexico, the Mexico League. Pumas versus Monterrey. Pumas versus Monterrey. Give me both to score in Pumas versus Monterrey. Querétaro versus Juárez. Querétaro versus Juarez. We're going to go with another boat to score there. Querétaro versus Juarez. And guys, that'll do it for the picks, for the leans. I can't tell you guys enough. You can grab the dailies, but it's better to get in on the VIP. There's no more NFL. There's NBA. You don't want to bet NBA. College basketball is okay, but then there's some bad beats there. The kids are shaving points left and right. There's a lot of kids doing that. A lot of the kids that have been doing that for years haven't been caught yet, but they will come out in the news soon. NBA is just terrible. You don't want to ever bet the NBA. They're just college basketball. Major League Baseball is around the corner, but that's shitty too. Never know what you're going to do. The bookies, the sports books' favorite sports are NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. They love those sports because that's where people lose the most money. Don't be betting tons of parlays every day. Parlays are not good, especially multiple leg parlays are never good. I didn't give any parlays out today, guys. Nothing stood out. I will put some parlays together by grandma in the VIP. That's the only way you're going to get those is by being in the VIP and doing the daily cards. I'll pop those in the daily cards as well. Those will be coming out as grandma parlays. I gave you guys a lot of leans, a lot of winners. The NFL is gone. Baseball's around the corner. You don't want to bet baseball. Soccer never ends. Soccer's 24/7. The leagues come and come and come, and they never end. When one league goes, we have another league to bet. Bolivian soccer is right around the corner. Romanian soccer, we bet that. Australian soccer, Major League Soccer. We got the World Cup this summer. Stop missing out. Come see why betting soccer is the number one bet and the number one sport to bet, the best money-making sport, guys. I've turned guys into soccer fanatics. These guys are watching soccer late night, early mornings because they know that's where they make the big bucks. Yeah, they still watch the other sports, but their big bucks are on the soccer plays, guys. So come on board. Thanks again for our support. Like and comment my reels. That helps me out a lot. Doesn't cost you anything, guys. Thanks again for your support. Hit me in the DMs. Get in on the VIP special deals right now. Pay for March and get the rest of February absolutely free on the house. Thanks again. Tijuana Raf signing out. Bye-bye.
Rap said don't bet what you can't afford. You gon' get lost. Don't put the cart before the horse. That's gon' cost. You know it's Tijuana Raf.